Napolitano of California for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to all our witnesses for being here today. And I'm very pleased that this hearing includes my HR 745, reauthorizing the Desalination Act of 1996. And that program was established as part of Public Law 104-298, which provided reclamation with the authority to leverage limited federal dollars through partnerships, excuse me, through partnerships with non-federal entities to develop more cost-effective, technologically efficient ways to desalinate water. Truly, I would say a decade ago, it was prohibitive. Now it's getting closer to the imported water rates, to other ways of being able to provide water, whether it's not only reused water, but tertiary or fourth treated water. As of last week, nearly 40% of the nation is experiencing moderate to exceptional drought conditions. Our demands exceed our supply, and they will continue to in the future. But as stewards of this resource, we must balance the needs of the system whichever way we can. Even though at this time it may seem out of reach or more expensive, in the end, we may not have anything else to purchase. To meet those needs, water recycling, conservation, efficiencies, groundwater management, storage where appropriate, and desalination are key to developing local water to be reclaimed. The ability to sustain the West, and I mean the West, and even some of the other areas, developing of these is really essential. They are the key to water abundance. Desalination is critical for the future of reliable, sustainable water supply in Western states, and as I said, sometimes now when Mother Nature is throwing balls at us, and it might be even in the central and eastern states that we're beginning to see this happening. Some question the role of federal government in funding research efforts. Commissioner Connors said it best: by investing in alternative water treatment technology research, we are working to find ways to stretch the nation's current water supply, use less energy through innovative new technology, and reduce impacts to our environment. The research we are funding has the potential to unlock efficiencies that ensure future water supplies, strengthen our economy, and create jobs. Truly, if it is public research, it might be a different story if it is private research that might not want to share the new technology with fledgling companies that might be able to create the jobs we so desperately need. This is no different from Reclamation's historic mission of constructing water facilities in the West to create jobs. When Reclamation was created in the early 1900s, the census found there were 15 million people in 17 reclamation states. Today, there are nearly 105 million people in the West. And we need to continue to look at ways to be able to ensure that those areas that are getting drought cycles or are going to experience more drought cycles are able to learn how to handle the ability to survive and to be able to take care of their manufacturing, their ag, and their local needs. Opponents for the legislation will also argue that desalination is expensive technology. Very true. But in reality, every other option to create more water is more expensive. Yet, when compared to other options, such as traditional water storage built in the real world of today, desalination will pencil out as a better alternative. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit for the record letters we've received in support to this legislation, and it is from the National Water Resources Association, the Association of California Water Agencies, Multi-State Salinity Coalition, Water Reuse Association, Resolute Marine Energy, Atlas Water Systems, University of Toledo, Sons of River, North Carolina State University, the New Jersey Institute of Technology, Water Replenishment District of Southern California, Carollo Engineers Incorporated, and the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. We must continue to provide federal funding to enhance technologies for producing new water for our brackish water. The oceans, the bays, in order to combat drought, population growth, and climate change. Increasing our desalination efforts will drive down costs and be a powerful engine for economic growth, and I urge my colleagues to support this critical program. Mr. Chairman, I know Long Beach has done magnificent work. They've created new technology so that other people don't have to struggle, and they're sharing it. and that's what public dollars will do. Thank you.
Chair now recognizes Mr. Chaffetz for 5 minutes.